Hey man, come in.
Hello! How are
Good to
things?
see you, dude.
Good to see you too, good to see you too. I never knew my mom. She died of obstetrical hemorrhage. Before they shipped me off to foster. It's the first people who had me got arrested for kidnapping a child in the 80s and shipped off to foster homes. The first couple who had me got arrested for kidnapping a child in the 80s, and then I was shipped to an older. And then I was sent to an upper class couple, Anastasia and Carlos. Anastasia hated me from the get section. Right. Father. What is the line? I forget if I'm not in the.
What would you like to confess, my child?
Father? I said. I think I'm possessed by the devil.
And I probably need to get the SD card. Doesn't, so that they really have to more or less really know the lines perfectly, and all I would be there is then maybe to have it doing it this way or that. So this is okay.
You want to start with a small camera?
No. No.
I'll stagger onto the street. Dankeschön.
Let's light you up a bit. Oh yeah. Get the lights. Oh, give it to you. What are you talking about?
The light.
Oh, the light.
I feast of light. I want all the light.
Well, you know what I was thinking about to do as well?
What?
Is to do our scene, the Dracula scene.
Ah, yes, we should.
And then, yeah, they wanted to look like an English village. She doesn't care.
Yeah, she used to walk 1.5 hours to get ice cream for. I doubt she's sentimental.
So we're rolling.
Alright, ready?
So,
Start.
what do I need to know about this scene?
Just that the story is all there. There's nothing to it. I'm just doing one of the monologues that I like.
I'm really artistically interested in the scene.
Oh, really? Oh, right.
No, because then I can give you notes.
Ah,
If I don't know what the point of the scene is.
the point of the scene, it's a humorous script, and this is the breaking point because everything in his life, all of the people around him have been dying, and he's trying to figure out. It's just he's had it with all of those deaths. So that's the point of the scene, and it's like he's coming to terms with it, but he can't, and it's like So that's where we are in the story. So it goes. The emotional thing is frustration, breaking down of the frustration into humor, and then still building up a little bit. But the humorous aspect doesn't allow you to go up to the same level that you had before, and then it's complete giving up completely. So that's the trajectory of emotions that is there. So the intensity goes up, picks up very rapidly, then goes down when there's a joke, and then it picks up again, and then it goes down completely when I give up, killing myself.
Oh, that okay.
Yeah.
And who are you talking to in this particular monologue?
Oh, I'm just stating my life story.
So you're talking to the fourth wall. You're talking to the audience.
Yeah, it's a monologue. So I'm just talking to the audience, telling them, "Hey, this is my life, and it's not the greatest life, but it's a life, and it's good enough."
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're just telling your story of your life.
Exactly.
And so that the audience understands what the hell is going to happen in the play, what the play's doing.
Precisely, Paul.
Okay.
By the time I was living alone and working from home as a programmer, I was over it. What the hell was wrong with me? What kind of evil spirit did I piss off to end up as the town death magnet? At 19, I decided to kill myself. I nailed a sturdy hook into the rafters, slung a rope over it, learned how to make a noose on the internet, and then slipped it around my neck. Took a deep breath in, pushed out the chair from underneath me. There was a god-awful crack, and the rafter swung in an arc and smashed into my goldfish bowl, sending Bowser Jr. right out the window. Screw this, I said, and I leapt right after it. Fell 4 stories and landed on a dear old lady. Poor Miss Bellevue. Well, I staggered onto the street, and the car that swerved to miss me finished the whole day off. My guilt at being the only one alive for more than 5 minutes tripled, and I tried everything I could to kill myself. Did you know if you put a gun right next to your head and pull the trigger, it is still possible to kill the wrong person? It is still possible to kill the wrong person. I jumped off a cliff, and gusts of wind blew me into a tree growing out of the rock face. The helicopter came to rescue me, and I tried to drown myself and ended up with a box jellyfish in my mouth. And the guy who tried to give me CPR got stung and asphyxiated. I tried explosives, electrocution, exposure, and the only thing I was successful in doing was being the first person in the country to be blacklisted by emergency services. I gave up on trying to off myself and came up with a plan instead. If I couldn't hold down a meaningful relationship or even own a pet, the least I could do was grow some flowers. I think that's enough, right?
Ah, yes, already with the eyes. I see what you were saying. I don't do look crazy. It's, but I am frustrated. So,
So the little story that we're developing here is bringing a theatre actor into doing a self-tape, and then hopefully we'll show a little bit of calming down, and then
Incorporating all of that energy. Into the rafters, slung a rope over it, learned how to make a noose on the internet, and slipped it around my neck. There was this... Oh, fuck. Change of pace, I forgot the lines. Yes.
No, this is good. This is why we do this, so you can do it. So let's go for 3. And what I want you to do, just to change it up,
and then there's the... Yes.
is to be even calmer.
Oh my god.
You can see how you go. I don't want to fuck up your flow, but as an acting exercise for yourself, see if you can do the same.
That's possible.
But
with a little less.
Just calm.
Yeah.
And again, you're very physical in your expression. But now you've got to channel it.
Intensity. Yes.
Send.
What's this in the middle? But I see what you were saying about the energy. Like, is the energy better now?
It's captivating.
Oh, good.
It's captivating because it's subtle. And because you have such power, and you're holding, it's clear that you're holding it in. And sometimes I've noticed when, say you're about to get beaten up by a big bastard, and he'll come up to you. If you don't fucking pull your head in, rip your fucking throat out. He's not shouting at you, but it's far more threatening. Now, this is not a threatening thing, but you're grave at the moment.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Not, from what it feels like, this at the moment you're given up. Right. So these are the facts, boys. Okay. Everybody around you dies. You don't believe me? Well, how's this? Because there's a difference. When people are in a panic, they tend to. And when you're. Because you want to be a cool motherfucker. Well, I don't know whether the character is a bit hysterical or.
I just make all of my characters hysterical. If I'm given a script, I'm hysterical with the script.
So
Hysterically funny. By the time I was living alone and working from home as a programmer, I was over it. What the hell was wrong with me? What kind of evil spirit did I piss off to end up as a town death magnet? At 19, I decided to kill myself. I nailed a sturdy hook into the rafters, slung a rope over it, learned how to make a noose on the internet, and then slipped it around my neck. Took a deep breath in, pushed out the chair from underneath me. There was a god-awful crack in the rafters, swung down off of the ceiling in an arc and smashed into my goldfish bowl, sending Bowser Jr. right out of the window. Screw this, I said, and I leapt right after it, fell 4 stories and landed on a dear old lady. Poor Miss Bellevue. I staggered onto the street, and the guard that swerved to miss me finished the ordeal off. My guilt, and being the only one alive for more than 3 minutes, tripled. And I tried everything I could to kill myself. Did you know, if you put a gun right next to your head and pull the trigger, it is still possible to kill the wrong person? I jumped off a cliff, and a gust of wind blew me into a tree growing out of the rock face, and the helicopter came to rescue me, and poof. I tried to drown myself and ended up with a box jellyfish in my mouth, and the guy who gave me CPR got stung and asphyxiated. I tried explosives, exposure, electrocution, and the only thing I was successful in doing was becoming the first person in the country to be blacklisted by emergency services. I gave up on trying to kill myself. I came up with a plan instead. If I couldn't hold down a meaningful relationship, or even on a pet, the least I could do was grow some flowers.
yeah.
Yes.
So tell me about your epiphany, your life.
My life?
Yeah, you were just telling me.
What?
Start the scene.
Oh, right. Oh, fuck. Sorry.
I was easing you in to start the scene
I see.
because
Right.
you're so literal. And obviously,
I'm like, what the, you've never asked me about my life.
I will never do improv with you, mate, because you're just terrible.
Excuse me, remember when you used to fuck up the lines and I used to pick them up? Because my improv skills are
Yeah, we're not here for that now.
insane.
So that was me saying
Yeah.
to ease you in.
Yeah, so, okay.